between these lips, we're bringing all the smoke, but you ain't hear it from us. Baddies, y'all. Let's talk about it. The fights. Smiley, Sapphire. What did y'all think about that?
It
Yeah.
was deserved.
I think it was crazy. I think Sapphire was a bully. I feel like she said in there, that she wasn't going to be a bully and she wasn't going to hit Smiley if Smiley didn't want to hit, or if she didn't want to fight, but she went and hit her anyway. So I think she was being a bully. That's just my opinion about it.
You think
I think,
I
Sapphire was
agree.
being a bully?
yes, for
I,
sure.
I agree. I was literally watching this thinking to myself, you really contradict you both, Sapphire and Suki. I really feel like you guys contradict every single thing that you guys are saying. Oh, we don't like bullies. We're not going to stand for that. But yet, y'all bullied her. And I understand that you believe that Smiley is a bully. And you feel like, okay, I'm going to do the same thing that she did to her. But guess what? That's bullying.
Mm-hmm. I
So
agree.
when you say you don't do it, but yet you do it and you try to justify it because she bullied somebody else, that's not a justification to be a bully.
Exactly.
See, and I just thought that they just did that just to show like how it feels. Like maybe like show Smiley like, okay, this is how it feels, so maybe she won't try it with anybody ever again. That's how I took it.
That's
Well, I don't
fine.
So,
think she will.
so
No,
for
but no, she probably will. She probably will because she don't seem like the type that learns her lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
she seems hard headed.
So for me,
I didn't like her.
it was definitely a bullying situation. Now, well deserved, but it was definitely a bullying situation. They definitely ganged up on her, and they did exactly. She even said it herself. Like, I'm a bully. The bully, I think, exactly is what she said. So, I mean, she said it.
Yeah.
I agree.
She
I
did.
agree. I mean, she said it, but still it doesn't go with what the coochie girls stand for,
I
you
get
know?
Yeah,
exactly.
because they stood for no bullying and ain't gonna be none of that on this show and this and this and this and that. Yeah, okay.
I mean, she literally said, "I'm not gonna hit you unless you want to fight." And she hit her anyway, even though
Fact.
Smiley was
Yeah,
clearly
yeah.
saying she didn't want to fight. She was even going to Natalie, basically saying, "I'm not trying to fight." You
And
know
she was forced to fight, basically. Yeah.
exactly. They basically said, "If you don't fight, you gotta go home."
Yeah, and that's exactly what Natalie said.
Yeah.
Either fight or go home.
Everyone was getting on Natalie, like, "Why are you making Smiley fight?" Did y'all see that live? And she was asked, like, so she was responding to that, saying, well, people be in the house on social media talking shit the whole time. So she did speak on that. But
you know when your mama get mad and she like, you know what? You want to keep going to school and fighting? You better, if you come home and that bitch beat you up, I'm going to whoop your ass when you get home too. Ronald, Karen never taught us that. If you go to school and you want to fight, if you come home and get your ass whooped, you going to get your ass whooped again. Get your ass whooped again. So at this point, I'm fed up. Mother, none is fed up. It's like every day in the house I would wake up and there'd be like 20 missed calls from everyone and whatever's going on like she waved it out in the episode. Like they are doing this. So you guys gotta understand the show, this isn't traditional television. This is a streaming platform. So we are also filming in real time, low key, because it was only like a couple months ago. Girls are mad at each other. They go live while we're filming. And while we're filming, they're yelling and they're holding up chains. Bitches is like, yeah, when you get back here to Miami or when you get to New York, I got that. I'm like, okay. So all y'all bitches stand on whatever the fuck y'all doing. I'm getting fed up. I'm getting tired. I'm ready to get back to my Bad Boys at this point. Bad Boys season 3. Like, cause I'm just like, what is going on? But this episode is tea low key.
Seeing, like a little bit of it, and I know she would put out a lot of tweets talking
Mhm.
about things, saying that she was gonna go back to like the green room or whatever it is. She was gonna go back to Zeus and she was gonna put out the raw footage. So people been waiting for the raw footage to come out because they're like, why did you let this happen? Why'd you whatever? And she's like, no, that's not how it happened, etc.
So maybe
But
we
I
can.
know. Now listen, you're on the baddies. Like this is what you signed up for. This is what you signed up to do. And not even that, you started things from the beginning. However, you didn't think that it was going to spill over to other people. You thought it was just going to be Mariah. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I 100% believe that like this whole thing happened because Mariah Lynn is small. Because think about it, whatever happened between the sister and her. And then Mariah jumped in it. So we can't really sit there and say, oh, you're bullying her because she's small. No, she started this at the auditions
Yeah.
because probably because she wanted to make a name for herself. You know what I'm saying? She did what she did. But at the end of the day, you jumped in it and now it's a problem between you two because she took your chain. I don't think it has anything to do because you're small. You got all this mouth. You wanted to fight for your sister, so you jumped in it, and now like it is what it is. Like she took
Mhm.
your chain. But then I understand you took her chain. Now we took your chain. Okay, I get it. But just don't say, we're not bullies and
Yeah.
we don't believe in that. Like just stand in what it is. Like y'all say, stand on business. If
Yeah.
you stand on business, then just admit that this is what it is. Like I don't really look at it like they're not bullies. They're going, oh, we're about sisterhood. I don't really see that you're about sisterhood.
Yeah.
Like I really, really don't. Because if you was, then you would have found a way to work this out without resorting to violence. That's just how I feel.
So how do you feel about the fact that they took Smiley's chain? Do you think that was right and gave it to Mariah?
Um,
Do you
I
think it was fair?
I think it's an eye for an eye. If you steal a bitch chain, don't be surprised if you get yours took.
Yeah, I wish like it was.
I,
I wish Mariah was like strong enough, but I feel like Mariah should have just
I
ended up
agree.
taking it. Like rip it off, take some scissors, be right back. I'll be right back. Like I'm about to grab these scissors. Something like I need to be the one because then it looks like well, I mean they just gave it to you. So without them on the show, you still wouldn't have got it back.
Yeah.
That's
So
how
do
I
right.
you
feel.
think she should give it back now that she got her pendant back or still keep it?
No,
So you're saying she
no.
needs to keep the chain. Mariah needs to keep. Well, you see that they showing in the next episode. Well, she said like if you want to get the chain back, you're gonna have to go through my sister. And the
Mm,
Hmm.
sister is coming on the next episode, and they're gonna fight in the club.
yeah, I did see
But
that.
like I don't know if the sister feels like she needs redemption or what, but like y'all gotta move past this. Like
Yeah.
y'all gotta move on. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
how long are we gonna sit there and go back and forth about these chains? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you got her chain, she got well, no, she got the pendant back. But does Mariah Lynn have her actual chain?
No,
Here's the
I think
thing.
No.
the chain was fake, remember? So she
The
probably
chain,
don't care
not
about the
only
chain.
was the chain fake, but think about this. All y'all are claiming that y'all get a bag. Why are you bitching about a chain? Go buy another chain.
Exactly.
Right. Right. No,
But
I
I think
agree.
like it's about like just
The, the
it being hers because I don't care if it was even
Principle.
cheap from the Dollar Tree. Like it's mine. It's like my dollar. Like I
yeah.
spent it. Like I don't think it was about the trade. I think it's just more so the respect that
Yeah.
she was probably
Facts.
at the end wanted. And then her
Facts.
sister, I feel like I mean, if I was her sister, I think if I knew that my sister was gonna be at the club and the person that snuck me was too, I think I definitely would roll up because her sister was caught off guard. So it's
Hmm.
like one last time night. I can understand if it was like multiple times she's trying to run up on Smiley, but it's like,
Right.
okay, like this is the only chance she has.
Yeah.
Right. I get
So I
it.
would
I get
take
it.
it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I get it. I definitely get it. And I listen, if they want to keep the chain, that's what you get.
Mhm.
Like this is what you get. Because in reality, you wasn't trying to come up off that pendant. You wasn't trying to come off of it. The only reason you did was because you were attacked and you realize that people are not going to mess with you if you kept that chain, well, that pendant. So
Yeah.
now you have to play, nice and be like, oh, that's, they said, oh, she wants to have a dinner and give the chain back at a dinner. Where do you think that was going to go right?
Yeah.
What was running through your mind to think like, oh, let's have a nice little dinner and sit down and I'll give you your chain back?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Just the way Sapphire said to Mariah Lynn is what I said to y'all last week. There is no way that me and you can sit in a room and be cool. I don't really care about the whole like, okay, I'm trying to be cordial for the group. Nah,
Yeah.
it's not happening. Now, mind you, I could sit in a room with you and not speak to you, not acknowledge you. You're not even like what I, but if you look at me, oh, it's probably gonna be on and popping. You can't even look at me. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
you can't. And I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna say little slick remarks too. Like, there's no way that Mariah really, she tries to play like she's this tough person, but she really comes off like a little bitch. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, she
Like,
does.
yeah.
Yeah, I
And
They
I
had
agree.
to
don't care
tell her
how
to go
small she
get her.
is.
They
Yeah.
had to tell her to go get her chain. If you were as
Hmm.
about it as you were talking about, you would have been on it. Like,
Like
Yeah.
every episode until you got it.
Yeah.
she
Facts.
was big chilling. She wasn't stressing the issue. She was talking about it, but she wasn't doing anything about it until Suki and Sapphire got there and told her, "You need to go get your shit."
Facts.
Honestly, she might not have been thinking about snatching her chain. Snatching Smiley's chain. She probably was only thinking about finding her own chain. So that could have caught her off guard too. Like, oh, I can snatch her chain. I didn't think about
Right.
that.
Yeah,
Let me
maybe
go
she
snatch
didn't think
her
about.
chain.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I wouldn't off the bat think, let me just snatch this person's chain instead. Like I probably wouldn't think like that. Not off bat.
Right.
I know that I would after I know she snatched my chain and I see her walk in with a chain. That's the first thing I'm gonna be looking at. Oh, you got a new chain around your neck, huh?
Yeah.
And you know
Right.
what I just thought about is like how Smiley said that she wanted to talk over dinner and give Mariah her chain back or her pendant, whatever. But the thing is that didn't the first episode Mariah and everybody was eating and she asked for her chain back? Like, what would have been the difference? She didn't get a chance to get her chain back, so why would Mariah Lynn want to sit down again at dinner and then have like passed the chain? Like when she asked for her chain, Smiley like snuck her basically.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, did you think we were gonna be cool after this? Like,
Yeah,
we're
like
supposed to be like besties now? Like, it's not gonna happen like that. I'm sorry. Like, nah, nah. Even though I got my chain back, like it's still a problem. But Mariah Lynn killed me in the confessional because she was like, yeah, you know, it's big Mariah, not the little one. Like, girl, what did you
I thought
do?
the same thing.
That's the part that really got me.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
did you do? They
Extremely
had to
big.
hold this girl down. They put her in a headlock, held her down, and all of that. You talking about it's big Mariah. Like, girl, please sit
Yeah.
your little ass down, okay? Like, for
By
real. Like,
herself, she wouldn't have been able to do none of that. Not by herself. She needed
right.
them.
She
So
needed them. They really were Captain Save a HOE with her, like
yeah.
for
Right.
Yeah.
real. Because if they
Right.
would have never came in the house, I don't even know if Mariah Lynn would have ever got that chain back.
Yeah.
No,
Well, a
she wouldn't
chain.
have.
Mhm.
She wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I don't think she would have gotten nothing, like at all. But I will say this, part of me kind of did feel a little bad for Smiley, when she was like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I
Yeah.
don't know if it was that I couldn't really tell. Like, were you scared? Or was it because you wasn't feeling good? Part of me was thinking she was scared. I'm telling you, like, I think she was
I,
scared.
I think she was scared
Probably.
too.
I
I
think
think
she
she
was
was scared.
scared.
Right,
She
Mhm.
ain't hesitate to jump on Mariah at all.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right. And Lonnie, you're so right about Sapphire when she's like, "Oh, I'm not a bully, so I'm not gonna fight you." And then
Mhm.
5 minutes later, she's like, "So you're gonna have to make up your mind. Either you're gonna fight, or I'm just gonna hit you.
Yeah.
So make up your mind."
That was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy.
I'm like, "Wait a
So wait a
minute.
minute.
I thought you just said we didn't have to do this,
Yeah.
and
That's
now
how
I
yeah.
have to choose." Okay, but I
Either we
rather
gonna
I,
fight or you gonna
Yeah,
I
hit
when I
me.
was
Like,
watching it, it made me feel like, but wait, I thought they won't own that. You know what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden, oh, you gonna force her to fight after you just told her she don't have to fight you if she don't want to? Like
right.
that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
But what does the situation have to do with Sapphire anyway? It was between Suki and Mariah Lynn and Smiley. Like Sapphire was just there. So
Right.
why her? I mean, Suki wasn't even trying to fight. Mariah Lynn, she was. It looks like she was done fighting. Like,
Right.
what's the point?
Because even Sapphire said, like, oh, you tried to like buck up. She said something along the lines like, you try to buck up with my best friend. And then Suki stopped her and was like, no, she didn't try to do that. It was just the fact that she called my phone. So
Yeah.
to me, it was almost kind of like she was looking for a reason to, maybe get her some camera time now that she's on there, like she was playing into the baddie stereotype of what she needed to do. That's the way I was kind of looking at it because it didn't make sense to me. Like it didn't, because you guys came in the house on a different, level.
Hmm.
Like we're here for sisterhood, we're here for that. Not now all of a sudden, I don't like you, I can't stand you, I want to beat you up. Like you don't even know me. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like this situation didn't have nothing to even do with you. So like, what are we really talking about here?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, I don't really agree with her method of madness. Now, if this was somebody else like Mariah Lynn, I could understand, this energy. But I don't really understand this energy from anybody else, to be honest with you. I may be able to see it from Anna Mac, whatever her name is. I may be
Hmm.
able to see it from her because they had, previous beef.
Yeah.
So I could see, a issue coming up with them, which now they
Hmm.
have, beef right now. So like I could see that. But anybody in the house, I can't. Even when Scarface put her 2 cents in and was
Oh
like,
my God.
"Well, I don't like you because you keep on doing this." Who cares,
Who cares?
Scarface?
Who
Yeah.
cares? The whole world don't like you. So it's like, who
Yes,
who cares?
who cares? With that loose ass dress she wore to the club. That shit was so loose. Like, girl,
For
come on now.
stop.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I just
Um,
feel like this week's episode, it was kind of a letdown. It was a
it
letdown.
was.
There wasn't much going on. I'm actually hoping next week's episode is much better.
Hmm.
I kind of want to see. It does look like Mariah's sister is gonna get to fight her in the club, so we'll see how that goes. But it was a kind of a letdown this week. It
It
is.
was a
Yeah.
letdown, definitely. And it does seem like, they're starting to talk about possibly, bringing more baddies into the house that
Mm,
Natalie's in. But I
um,
I, I want to say, like, how are you going to say that some baddies can come and still you're going to leave the other ones segregated? Like, I
yeah,
I think that is just not cool, to be
I don't.
honest with
Yeah,
you.
I don't like
And
it either,
Me
especially
either.
when some of the ones that she's taken with her are the main ones starting all the drama. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me. And then I also really just don't understand why it's some of y'all always on a jet
Hmm.
and
Oh
the
my
other people
goodness.
are always riding. Like it's almost like you're trying to say there's levels to you guys.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And they are the lower class than you
Hmm.
guys. And so I don't really think you're giving us the full baddie experience,
Hmm.
because y'all are not in the same house. So we don't get to see house arguments. But we
Hmm.
know whenever you guys go and be in the same house, it's going to be a fight.
Yeah.
So it's like that to me is always planned. Just like Biggie said, when Biggie said, "Oh, you're not inviting us over this house to talk. You're inviting us here because you want to
Exactly.
see somebody fight."
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sure.
That's all it
That's just
is.
what it is.
And then what
Right.
made Sky different than Mariah Lynn? They both was on TV, VH1, they both
Hmm.
was on TV. So what makes her any different? Sky should be riding in the private planes and getting to stay in the big house as well, you know.
I
Yeah,
agree. Because
I agree
Sky
too.
is, in my opinion, she's just as big, if not bigger, than
Bigger,
Mariah Lynn.
bigger.
For
I would say
Like,
sure.
bigger. Yeah.
yeah. So I
And
don't
why
understand.
Scarface?
And
That's
not
what I'm
only
saying.
that, Sky probably did way more seasons than Mariah
Yeah.
Lynn or anyone else, you know.
I think Scarface was chosen just because she has drama with people that was in the other house. But I still think that that's not an okay reason. Just like you threw Biggie in the house with all the newbies because
Yeah.
she had issues with Rolly. I'm waiting for a fire episode, okay?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a fire episode. I'm really waiting for the episode of Suki and Rolly getting
Oh,
into it.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm really waiting
Oh
on
yeah.
that. So next week, it kind of looks like we're just getting, from what I remember, it was Mariah Lynn's sister and Smiley fighting. What else are we getting? There
I
was
don't
another
even
fight.
It's Scotty and Anna Mac, right? Or
Okay,
they get an argument, I think. Or
okay. I
Yeah,
feel like there was one more other fight too we're gonna get,
I
but
forgot
but we
about that.
probably got about one more episode, and then they should be on their way to Jamaica.
I
So,
swear,
oh no,
wait,
no,
okay.
no, Rolly and ET, they about to get into it. Did you see ET push
Really?
Rolly on the
What?
couch?
No, I didn't see that.
No.
I
wait,
didn't see
what?
I mean, not Rolly.
Yeah, wait, I
that.
think
ET
Biggie,
pushed
right?
Biggie on the
Yeah.
couch.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did see
Oh,
that. I
I was
was
like,
like, wait, what?
my bad, y'all, my bad.
I would
My
love
bad.
to see that.
Yeah,
yeah.
but no, no, she
either
pushed
way.
Biggie on the couch.
Okay,
And I
big.
think this looks like the same scene from when they showed Sky yelling at Biggie.
Okay.
So,
I
I forgot
do
that
remember
part.
that.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
remember
because
that.
I'm like, yo, when is Sky gonna pop off?
Yeah.
Sky.
I know she's so quiet right now.
We've been waiting on
Yeah.
Sky, like, because this is not the Sky we know. But we know Sky is, getting a little old, she's getting up
Yeah.
there. But this is not the Sky we know. So I am excited for next week. I hope it's gonna be better. Um, thank you guys for watching. Bye.
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 And you heard it here, between these lips. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, and leave a comment if you enjoyed the video.